Oh, well, this morning I was at the VA hospital for an appointment. I was in the waiting room for about 45 minutes. And during that 45 minutes, CNN, which was what was on the television, blabbering away about politics, and their headlines never mentioned the news. The news that's better than any news we have ever heard on this planet, probably since humans have even been around. This is an amazing piece of news. It's very hot here today, hot and humid here in San Francisco, California, in the US. But this news is worldwide. It was amazing. So the UN called for a resolution, L41. They've been working on this for 50 years or longer. Many countries have been waiting for this and wanting it. And it finally has come to a resolution. It was voted on yesterday. It actually passed. 123 to 38 no. Let's go over to the board and look at some of the yes countries. This is an amazing, incredible resolution. What it calls for is to get together in a conference in 2017 and negotiate a ban on nuclear weapons. Wow, who wouldn't want that? That's very 1960s. That's revolutionary. That's as big as anything I've heard. Could you imagine in just less than a year we could ban nuclear weapons? Hey, you know, I have to give them credit for that, you know. That was really cool. And it passed in such numbers over the others. But who was the no voters? What countries? Let's go take a partial look at who voted no to go to a conference to ban nuclear weapons. Why would you vote no on that? But let's go over to the board and look. Yeah, so you see it there, right? The US voted no to negotiate a nuclear-free planet. I cannot believe that. That's a Democrat. That's Democrats. That's Republicans. Democrats and Republicans. Democrats and Republicans, the same. Shit. They voted no. No to talk about banning nuclear weapons. Can you imagine that? I mean, it's as if we don't have enough nukes around the world already. Let's go over and look at, well, here, 15,395 declared nuclear weapons that the UN knows about. Well, is willing to say they have. Now, you know that number is at least probably double or triple or quadruple that, especially when it goes to the US and Israel and the UK, and I mean, it's so obvious. But anyway, who in this country wants nuclear weapons when you cannot use them? Let's say that one country attacks another and one country starts overpowering the nuclear-powered country. What is that country going to do? Now, if you go back to my last videos on nuclear weapons and war, World War III and that sort of thing, you can go back and do a little research on that, and you'll find that you cannot win a nuclear war. It's completely impossible. And I talked about if we did go to war, how many nuclear-run power plants would become unoperated and suddenly have meltdowns. Come on, people, this is just not rocket science. This is the real thing. The Nobel Peace Prize winner voted no on a conference to end nuclear weapons. The Nobel Peace Prize winner. And don't give me any excuse about, oh, we have to have them because we're the leader. You know, you're never going to get to a one-type society unless you do completely ban and get rid of nuclear weapons and nuclear power when it comes to dumping radioactive waste somewhere. You know, I'm against that completely too. So get rid of nukes altogether. You know, it's a dead field. You know, there's some much better ways of dealing with electricity than nuclear power. Oh, and by the way, there's no way anybody is going to stay in the box and vote is going to get rid of nuclear weapons. It's only going to get more and more by staying in the box. Those that can get out of the box need to vote Jill Stein. Where did she vote? Yeah, that's right. She voted to go to the conference and get rid of nuclear weapons. The best of the best versus the worst of the worst. It's up to you guys. Jill Stein's waiting. If you're gonna vote, that's a good place to put it. I could not believe that such important news didn't even make it on the news. How could this not have made it on the news? Well, anyway, I appreciate all the last comments on the last videos and the ups and the downs and the new subscribers. And until next time.